Hey guys, greetings Flamengo fans. This is Flamengo. Welcome to the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. If you're new here, follow, like, and share on all platforms. If you're on YouTube, I invite you to subscribe down below, turn on notifications by clicking the bell, and hit that like button on the video. Here we go. Presented by Caravana do Haroldo, you can secure your spot at Flamengo's games in the Brasileirão, Copa do Brasil, and Libertadores. There are already packages for Cusco, amazing, and also games at Maracanã, including tickets, plus the fantastic service from Caravana do Haroldo. Man, just look at this. World Cup Florida. Do you want to be driving a Mustang like this? A Mustang like this one here?
Yeah.
You can. On Maps, man, you can book it for about $150, $160 a day. Check it out on Maps. I'll leave the Maps link there for you to check. Say you came from Paparazzo Rubro Negro. You could be driving a beautiful red and black Mustang like this one here with Maps. Man, they've got Cybertruck. They've got huge cars. Man, they have everything. Big cars for the whole family. Man, also when you get to the airport, the Maps car will be there waiting for you. So let's thank our sponsors. Caravana do Haroldo, Maps here, rent a car, and also Mais Cabelo, where you can lose weight in a healthy way with Mais Cabelo. The Mais Slim program from Mais Cabelo. It's starting to drizzle here, but I'll keep recording. Because it's sunny and raining at the same time, a real sun shower. Man, the weather here in Orlando is great. It's nice and warm, but it's that kind of heat that's not suffocating. The kind of weather where we can hang out, go for a drive. Man, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring you the news about Flamengo while driving with you so you can also get to know this Mustang. At the end of the video, I'm going to take the Mustang for a spin, but we have a lot of information to bring you. Man, Flamengo has a lot of money, a surplus of over 300 million. That's a lot of cash on hand to sign new players. We have some important information to bring you here about all of this right now on the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. Man, but it's really important. If you're new here and you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications, hit the bell, and drop a like on the video. Roll the intro. It just started raining. It's time for us to close the convertible top here. Then we'll come back. That's right. It started to rain a little here, but we have important information to bring to you, which Flamengo detailed in its 2025 financial statement, the amounts involved in 3 of the main signings already made at the beginning of 2026. The club confirmed the investments in the signings of Lucas Paquetá, Vitão, and Andrew. Operations that together come close to the 300 million mark, reinforcing an aggressive strategy in the market even after a year of record revenue, okay? The main move involves the return of Lucas Paquetá, acquired for 42 million euros, 260 million reais, the biggest signing in the history of the club and Brazilian football. In addition to him, Flamengo also invested 5.5 million euros, 34 million reais in the signing of defender Vitão from Esporte Clube Internacional, and another 1 million euros and also 1.5 million euros in the signing of Andrew, who played for Gil Vicente in Portugal. Just in 2025, the club had already allocated 636 million to signing players, an amount higher than the 519 million raised from sales in the same period. So Flamengo spent more than it received from sales. That's normal, but Flamengo's financial health is fine. They have other income like sponsorships and so on. So Flamengo is very comfortable. I'm going to show you now so you can understand how Flamengo's situation is. Flamengo reached almost 2.1 billion in revenue, 2 billion and 89 million. In the financial statement released on Tuesday night, the club highlights the reduction of operational debt, which dropped from 344 million to 174 million. In addition to the record gross revenue, driven by the combination of exceptional sports and commercial performance, record player sales, and the consolidation of operations at Maracanã. Gross revenue then, 2 billion and 89 million recurring revenue, 1 billion and 571 million. Surplus, 336 million. That's the profit, folks, 336 million. Operating debt, even with the signings, there's still a profit. 174 million, the debt dropped a lot. Everything under control. Player sales. Flamengo raised 519 million, a much higher amount than the 113 million in 2024. In 2023, it was 334 million, the highest in the historical series in nominal terms. So the year 2025 was really impressive for Flamengo. Spending on signings also increased compared to recent years, as we mentioned. 636 million in 2024. 435 million, then 301 million. Flamengo keeps going up. Man, soon it'll be 1 billion in signings. That's what BAP said. Flamengo is heading towards 1 billion in signings. It's a situation that's inevitable. The Planeta do Flamengo team, together with Bruno Lemos, who already works with Mauro Santana, found out that Flamengo has already set its priorities for the next transfer window with total focus on bringing in a top-class striker. In addition to the number 9, the club should go to the market looking for wingers, anticipating possible departures from the squad. The board's planning also includes reinforcements for other positions. The arrival of a defensive midfielder and a left back is on the agenda, depending on market opportunities and changes in the current squad under the command of Leonardo Jardim. So, look, let's bring this up here. Flamengo plans to pursue a number 9 with BAP confirming they'll spend 30 to 40 million euros. Flamengo will also go to the market in search of wingers, anticipating the departures of Cebolinha and also Gonzalo Plata. The board's planning also includes reinforcements for other positions, like left back, which we've already talked about here. So Flamengo will sign a striker, a winger, and a left back in the next transfer window. These are Flamengo's priorities at the moment. Striker, winger, and left back. So that's important information about Flamengo. Look, the attack has become a new priority at Flamengo for the mid-year transfer window, according to Planeta do Futebol. Besides the center forward, Flamengo should look for wingers. Globo Esporte is confirming the information from Bruno Lemos. The wingers would be to replace Plata and Everton Cebolinha, who could leave in the second half of the year. And Globo Esporte reports that Luiz Henrique from the Brazilian national team and Zenit is one of the forwards on the list, but the amount requested by the Russian club is keeping Flamengo from pursuing a deal at the moment. So Flamengo even tried, according to Globo Esporte, to get Luiz Henrique, but Flamengo backed out. So the information right now, the important information, I'm even going to share it with my crew here. Yeah. Look, we brought this up earlier. I sent you guys the link. Bruno Lemos and Planeta do Flamengo reported that Flamengo would also do it, just like we had already mentioned, seeking wingers, a left back, and a center forward. And now Globo Esporte, okay? It's important. This is an important story for us to cover. Now, Globo Esporte is also reporting that Flamengo has backed out regarding the signing of Luiz Henrique. Flamengo really did inquire, but due to the high asking price, Flamengo backed off, and now signing Luiz Henrique is considered very difficult. Prices were very high. We already noted that Flamengo had inquired, and they were asking for a lot. So Globo Esporte confirms everything, the interest in Luiz Henrique, and that Flamengo got this bad news that the price is really very high. That was also totally expected. He did great with the Brazilian national team. There's no way to imagine that Zenit wouldn't want to ask for really high prices. They were already asking, according to the executive who talked to us. So they were already asking, okay? We brought it up. We already brought up this whole situation involving Luiz Henrique during the week. So Flamengo is going after wingers to replace the possible departure of Plata and the imminent departure of Everton Cebolinha. And as we mentioned earlier as well, it's not that Flamengo wants to let him go or that Flamengo doesn't want to extend Everton Cebolinha's contract. He doesn't want to renew. And since he doesn't want to renew, so Flamengo doesn't lose money, doesn't lose all the 16 million euros they invested in the player, Flamengo is considering selling Everton Cebolinha in the middle of the year to move the deal up. For example, if a club that's interested in signing him for free at the end of the year wants him in the middle of the year, they'll have to pay around 3 or 4 million euros to get Everton Cebolinha in the middle of the year, right? Yeah, my friends, you're already going to take a ride with me, huh? You're already going to take a ride with me. So, it stopped raining again. Just bringing you the latest news about Flamengo. Yeah. Man, it's unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. Thiago Leifert said that. I can't believe it. Look here. Robson Bodon commented. Check this out. Only you crazy Flamengo fans can look at the FIFA international break and say that Leo Pereira deserves to be called up. Thiago Leifert on his live. Yeah. Only you crazy Flamengo fans can look at the FIFA international break and say that Leo Pereira deserves to be called up. Thiago Leifert? Come on, Thiago Leifert. Leifert, what did he do wrong, my man? Tell me. He played more than 180 minutes and did really well. He's got a lot of respect from Chilote. He really deserved the call-up. I talked about this earlier today. Some fans who weren't Flamengo supporters were booing Vini Jr., Leo Pereira, and Danilo because they're Flamengo players. This is unbelievable, guys. It's unbelievable. I think the Flamengo issue really bothers people. It really bothers people that Flamengo has such a huge revenue right now. This revenue in the billions bothers you guys. No way, man. It's not possible. That comment, I respect you. I've praised you many times. But this time, man, Thiago Leifert, I can't agree, man. I can't. Talking about Leo Pereira, because in the first game, by the way, it was Bremer who was up front. He was marking two players all by himself. João Pedro is the one who loses the ball, and it's Leo Pereira's fault. Ederson makes a mistake. It's Leo Pereira's fault. Bento messes up. It's Leo Pereira's fault. You must be kidding. You're joking around, right, Thiago Leifert? That's not possible. Now, we can already hear people saying, oh, Paquetá isn't going to the World Cup, right? Fans are already questioning whether suddenly Paquetá doesn't have much of a chance to go to the World Cup anymore, right? Lucas Paquetá's name was mentioned a lot on social media on Tuesday night. That's because midfielder Danilo from Botafogo had a spectacular performance, it's true, right? In the Brazil-Croatia match. This led some fans to question Lucas Paqueta's presence in the World Cup. On the other hand, many fans support Paqueta's call-up, highlighting his importance in coach Carlo Ancelotti's system. On the day the squad for the international break was announced, the Italian coach even stated that the midfielder still has a good chance of making the final list for the World Cup. People close to the player, influential people in the field say that he will be called up. But man, Danilo's two matches, right? His participation in this international break was really good, okay? Yeah. Check it out. Ancelotti's statement, those who aren't here today could be in the final call-up, no doubt. Today, a player like Paquetá, who came back to Brazilian football, isn't in today's squad, but he could very well be in the call-up. I wanted more chances to watch the two new midfielders doing well, Danilo at Botafogo and Gabriel Sara at Galatasaray. From that, the one who came out much stronger was Danilo. And guys, I'm not saying this because I'm a Flamengo fan. Danilo played really well, but I want your opinion. Seriously, I want your opinion. If you think that, because of his experience and everything, he should take Paquetá, or if it's possible to take both. Do you think it's possible to take Danilo and Paquetá? Who would you leave out? Do you think Danilo was tested, and if he passed, does he take Paquetá's place? I'm going to read your comment. I'll enjoy reading your comment because honestly, I know that Paquetá is an excellent player, a monster. He's homegrown, but we have to think about current form. Danilo did really well. Danilo did really well. Let's also talk about Gonçalo Plata. BKCS, the coach of Ecuador, ended up showing that Flamengo could do really well with Plata's sale after the World Cup. Because BKCS praised Gonçalo Plata a lot. Look at what BKCS said after Ecuador's game against the Netherlands, the draw against the Netherlands. I like him a lot. He has a big heart. He's a person with a lot of energy. With that rebellious streak, you need to be creative. The truth is that he knows how important he is to us, how much we like him, and I think he gives that back by doing what he does best, which is playing soccer, going forward, dribbling, but also running and defending. So BKCS praising Plata, making it clear that Plata can be a starter in the World Cup. Plata can be a starter in the World Cup, and if he's a starter in the World Cup with BKCS, even if now he's benched a bit at Flamengo and doesn't play the next games, Plata is pretty much guaranteed to be in the World Cup with BKCS. This statement shows that Plata can even be a starter in the World Cup. And what if Ecuador drew? The Netherlands is doing well in the World Cup and Ecuador is no pushover. We might be able to recover a good amount regarding Gonzalo Plata, who probably won't stay at Flamengo. Even with BAP saying he didn't mean to devalue the asset. Even with BAP saying that Flamengo is not going to sell the player, they're not selling the player. Man, it's so the asset doesn't lose value, we know that. And Gonzalo Plata is a good player, he's got quality, but his situation at Flamengo got really weird. I think he'll be transferred after the World Cup. That's why Flamengo is looking for a winger, like we mentioned here in this video. Also, there's the situation with Cebolinha. Flamengo will have room in their wage bill. Flamengo has cash on hand to sign players. They're making record profits. Flamengo can sign players. The payroll has gone down and will go down even more. But with the arrival of a striker, a winger, and a left back, Flamengo will be strengthened and will be in a good position. Today, with the payroll decreasing with these departures, Flamengo is able to sign players and they will sign players. And we had already said that Flamengo's search for left backs already proves that Flamengo will go to the market. They will sign a left back, a winger, because they will have to replace these departures, and also the striker they want so much. That's right. Shall we go for a drive now? Maps rent a car. You can secure your car about $150, $160 per day. A Mustang convertible. There are several sports cars. There are cars for the whole family. There's a Cybertruck. You can make your reservation at Maps Rent a Car. This one here in Florida is really showing off, making a statement. Let's go for a ride. So shall we go for a ride? I'm heading to Starbucks for coffee. Want to join? Take a ride in a convertible Mustang. Stopped. Pulled away. Man, it's different driving a low car. It's a low car and the stability is insane. It's a cool experience, man, for someone to come to the United States and be able to book, right? A sports car, right, man? I think it's really cool. I think it's really cool. I can really speed up too because there's a limit here, but man, it picks up speed really quickly. The stability, like I said, is really good, really good. Really cool, man, really cool experience. I told you. If you want to check out a Cybertruck, want to see a convertible Mustang, want to rent a different car here in Florida, Maps has it, okay? These cars, they also have family cars, big cars. Nice. I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm going to close it. The sun is really strong. What are you talking about? So you won't go, right? Oh, I see. Then I close it here. Look. And the car is here. Closed. I'll tell you one thing, it's really cool, really nice, but I would drive with the top closed because I think I hate the heat. The sun on Puruco is rough, but it's cool, man, it's fun. It's worth it, okay? So you can look for maps and they'll definitely take really good care of you.